Hello guys, it's me ZomZie. So recently I've been thinking hard about theory ideas because I feel like we need some more than just the flood theory shit that's all based around the water, the melting thing. You know, I've only done water related theories, minus the segment I did in the melted video where I said Gorilla Tag was a simulation. Okay, in this video I'm going to expand upon that, and yeah, so I came up with a little like compact piece of storyline. Okay, let me pull it up real quick. Shit, hold on. So if I saved it, wait, no, hold on. Hold on. Yes, okay, I found it. You know how Gorilla Tag started with robots? Well, I thought, lore-wise, if you thought about this from a lore-thinking perspective, it would be something like someone created the robots, which would, you know, why? So I figured out that somebody would have created the robots, right? The next question I had to answer was who created the robots and why they created the robots. And this is all just off the top of my head, okay? I want you guys in the comments, right, to change this in any way. I do not care how you change it, but I want us to try and figure out a storyline for Gorilla Tag. A lore storyline, obviously not a canon one, but it would be really cool, you know, thing for the community to do together. So we got like, if somebody created the robots, who and what? So I just said scientists because, you know, that's what I said in the video about the heads. So the heads would have created the robots, right? Originally they weren't heads, obviously, but they were originally scientists, and they created these robots for whatever reason. You know how the robot map was a obstacle course? Well, they would have made this obstacle course to test like mobility of the robots and durability and whatever else, like how they move. I guess if you don't know what mobility moves, what mobility means, it's basically how they move, how well they move, I guess you could say. And then the next question would be, how the f did they become gorillas? See, that's a very good question because I have no idea. There's nothing that I can't grab anything from the game that can tell me how they became gorillas, because, you know, it's literally just how Lemon made the game, but we're not going to talk about that, okay? The way I just said is they figured out that they're really good at mobility like a gorilla, right? And they, you know, fixed any issues that they had, / Lemming fixing the game over time, and then slowly it became that they wanted to test something different. So they got rid of the robot idea entirely, and they got gorillas. Obviously, if we think of this as a simulation, we'd have to say that the heads are the scientists, right? Watching down on the gorillas, which means how did the gorillas get into the simulation? So there's two things we have here. Either they're fake gorillas or just like, well, not NPCs, but like robot, yeah, that sort of thing. And then they would have changed them into gorillas, like their sprite, like their form, because it's a game, obviously. So all he did was change the model, because if it's a simulation, it's not real, they can do whatever the hell they want. So they've just changed the model to a gorilla. And obviously changed their thinking to a gorilla, I guess, with intelligence. Because in the game, we're all not mindless gorillas running around. We are people in a VR headset controlling the gorillas, right? So it would be, the tests would change to how gorillas react in certain environments. That is why new maps come out every year or a couple months. Lemming, add some more. Also add some more like lore related stuff, Lemming. I really like doing this sort of thing, coming up with ideas. It's fun. And then once they, you know, they started off with the forest, then they added a cave. I think this is how it worked, right? Or were they both at the same time? I don't know. Doesn't matter. They've tested them in a forest, obviously. Gorillas are normal in forests, so they used the forest to test if they were working like actual gorillas, which they were. Jumping from tree to tree and whatever, but for some reason they weren't swinging. They were jumping on top of the branches. So we're going to ignore that. And then they added the cave to see what they were doing in the cave. They acted like normal gorillas. And over time, the gorillas learned how to wall run. They've literally just become speed demons, okay? Then he added the canyon to, I guess, further the ability of wall running. You could say that because it's literally all just walls. So they were using canyons to test how well they could use this new ability to like run on walls. And then, you know, they obviously added the 2 other maps, or 3 other maps if you want to call it that. The city, and that's where we get the heads. So that's where I've found myself coming to this conclusion, that the gorillas aren't actual gorillas. They are NPC robots, whatever, that we are controlling in Gorilla Tag. Alright, I know this sounds far-fetched as frick, okay, but it's cool. It's a cool idea, alright? You know, we got the heads looking down on us. You know, it's a pretty cool idea. I like to think it's a pretty cool idea. But There's one thing that I still don't know, what the amount of heads symbolizes. Now obviously for this story's sake, it would be, you know, scientist heads, like that's how many scientists there were to make the game, or developers. I guess that also works. You don't really have to call them scientists. I don't know, I just picked that. But another thing is, why would they change to gorilla heads? Well, maybe asking that. It's because if they were seen as humans, the gorillas would freak the fuck out. So in order to keep watching from inside the simulation, they have used gorilla masks or gorilla head statues, whatever. They have, you know, used that to watch the gorillas from a distance. And then originally there was one, which I guess symbolized Lemming, and now there's what, 8? This could symbolize Lemming getting a dev team. Now that would be epic. I highly doubt it, but if that's what it is, Lemming, congrats, bro. I love to see Gorilla Tag getting a dev team, because this game could go places, right? It has already, but it could go even further beyond. Anyway, that's what I've got at the moment. If you would like to expand on it, as I said at the start, change it however you want. I want to see different ideas in the comments, and then I'll make a video putting everyone's comments together into one idea, try to make them all merge, which would be epic. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
Pull up in a ride, yeah, painted with some decals. I ain't never stopped, can't be trusting any females. Got a shorty blog, had her texting through the email. Walking right on top, I won't fall, that's a detail. You can call me or send a text, love. Going solo, but I wish you all the best, love. Now this ain't just perfect time and place the best up. I've been riding in my diamond, that's my Tesla. Yeah, hit it lit, make a band, yeah, that's what I'm all about. I ain't trust a middleman, had to cash it all out. That way, gang style, had to let the dogs out. Strapped in, blast off, yeah, I'm finna ball out. Yeah, we used to talk a lot, whole thing, same thing. Had my lady iced out, neck cold, no games. I always wanna talk about new bags, new things. Now I gotta work you out, you been so fake. Understand, I don't need you no more. Make a band, I ain't sharing no more. What's a 10? Without me, you a whole 4. You got a plan, now you ain't in it, yeah. Pull up in a ride, yeah, painted with some decals. I ain't never stopped, can't be trusting any females. Got a shorty blog, had her texting through the email. Walking right on top, I won't fall, that's a detail. You can call me or send a text, love. Going solo, but I wish you all the best, love. Now this ain't just perfect time and place the best up. I've been riding in my diamond, that's my Tesla. That's my Tesla, baby, I ain't next up. Steady, always blowing the money like an investor. Shawty is a tester, always trying to catch up. Now she's always stuck in the past, seeing she messed up. Yeah, you can tell you why you want me, I don't wanna hear it, yeah. Riding in that drop top, headed for the finish, yeah. Rolling with Miami in the back, yeah, we winning, yeah. Put me on a high spot, yeah, I'm finna kill it, yeah. Cash quick, put it on a blacklist. If you got a problem with me, I got attachments. Sick of with them ad-libs, I'ma pull a fat trick. Yeah, I'm just doing me, now you cannot match this. Pull up in a ride, yeah, painted with some decals. I ain't never stopped, can't be trusting any females. Got a shorty blog, had her texting through the email.